Welcome back, Wolfpack Burles here, and I can't take this seriously because the next battle code I entered was Wormadam. So Wormadam trends sweeping the nation. This time we have a double battle, so we get to show off the Wormadam craziness as I had intended. Not whatever that swagger, whatever, I can't even, yeah, that swagger still has me tripped up. I'm still speechless about that. But now let's see Wormadam as I intended. With that skill swap, with I still have Machamp, so I can only imagine no guard, fissure, craziness. So let's see how the setup goes. Ideally, this is actually looking pretty solid. We have Gyarados, most likely wants to go for a setup, so it does keep Wormadam a bit safe. Jellicent, I guess it's a Trick Room setup because I don't know what Jellicent really brings. Skill swapping isn't really worth it, so it might just be for a very reliable Trick Room Pokemon, and I guess it is anti-meta in its own little ways, so it can work out, and that's going to be Blaziken protecting, Wormadam protecting, and Gyarados, it can go for that Waterfall, that's what the anticipation was, but Gyarados is going to get a free Dragon Dance from that, and then now, I guess it's also a free Trick Room, so really this turn, very passive turn for everyone involved, and now we really get to see this coming out. Actually, this feels like it's going to be like my Sturdy Shedinja idea that with the Smeargle skill swap Shedinja that, you know, you get your setup and then you skill swap on the second turn. That's probably what we're going to see right here, or roleplay or whatever. So Blaziken's going to get withdrawn, did not want to eat a Scald or have to deal with the Jellicent, and Hydreigon now enters the field, and Wormadam with that skill swap, there's the Machamp. So Machamp switch in, giving us that free Fissure. Waterfall, that's going to be a crazy hit onto the Wormadam though, and it is the Focus Sash survival, so protecting the Focus Sash, making it to where as long as you're not getting double focus down, you have the best chance of survival, and Fissure. So just going to drop Gyarados through the earth like that, and it's a one-hit KO because of that no guard ability right there, and now Machamp comes in, and Trick Room, actually very, very solid right here because Machamp benefits from Trick Room. You don't have to worry about scarfing it or anything. You just slap in Machamp. Now it's going to be faster, and it didn't even go for that Dynamic Punch. Just went straight. Well, actually, you can't really go for Dynamic Punch if you're removing Trick Room in this situation, or removing your no guard. So close combat, going to be enough damage to one-shot a lot of Pokemon, especially with that Life Orb. So that's going to be bye-bye Hydreigon, and now Machamp is going to go for the Quick Guard as well. So that's going to shut out any hopes and dreams of that Mach Punch, which means Wormadam, it's going to be able to Fissure, removing that Conkeldurr threat just like that. I could have potentially gone on to Blaziken, but you might anticipate a Blaziken to go for Protect, even though Trick Room is still up. It was a tough call right there, kind of a 50-50, but Blaziken going to go with the Flare Blitz, did not expect the Quick Guard. So Flare Blitz is going to knock out the Machamp, but that Quick Guard really disrupted the opponent right there. Huge amount of recoil, and a little bit of extra from Life Orb, so not a Mega Blaziken. Speed Boost? We already know that doesn't really matter right here. And that's going to be Sylveon for the cleanup crew. Also, Jellicent's still alive, so that can turn to a couple of things right there. And the Fissure going to finish off Blaziken just like that. So that's what I had in mind, that once you get that set up into that Trick Room, now you have the speed, so you're getting those outspeeds. Machamp, very nice touch on that priority, and then you outspeed, that's a free KO, and then you have the follow-up, and then at least, you know, if one or two Pokemon goes down before Wormadam does, your setup has been worth it. So that was a 1 for 4. Who knew? I could talk for a long time about all the little things that happened right there. The Machamp really coming in strong. That Quick Guard, great tech. The opponent getting outplayed, and everything just really, really solid. And Wormadam, it can do what it wants, and it can get that Fissure off as long as there's not Flying type Pokemon. So the Mega Gyarados really counted. Everything really cool right there. JVP showing us once again that there are some shenanigans in the game that can be replicated, and I'm not just insane. So if you guys enjoyed this video, more Fan Fridays. I think that's all we're going to see for Wormadam this week, but theory has been shown to potentially work sometime. So if you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys get ready for some more Fan Fridays.